Bitcoin seeing a little bit of retracement after its recent sell-off, almost all the way back down to that 9K area. We dipped right below 9K, but does that mean that Bitcoin's going to retrace even lower? Or could this just be the bounce that will send us back up to that 10K area? Let's stick around on the charts, take a look at the charts, see what's happening. And if that sounds interesting to y'all, please stick around and let's get started. Welcome back, Crypto Takeover family. So if y'all are brand new to this channel, we use the market Cipher indicator by CryptoFace on this channel, and also we've added the TI sequential by Tonebase, and as well as the buy and sell signals by Market God. So hopefully I'm providing enough value for y'all throughout all these videos. I'm sorry I haven't been here the past couple of days, been relatively busy, but I was updating my Telegram channel with signals that I was seeing, and then also my Patreon members obviously still got my analysis every single day, and also a few altcoin chart reviews that I've been posting on that Patreon page as well. So if y'all are interested in joining a trading group, feel free to check out that first link in the description box below, and we can talk a little bit more about it here later. Let's dive on into the charts real quick. We're looking at the 15-minute time frame right now, kind of zoomed in to get a little bit more of a short-term perspective. We can see here that our blue wave looks like it is wanting to top out. Our VWAP's kind of clipping down too as well. There's our red dot on our 15-minute. We just now got it. So what we could see here is maybe another trigger wave, but our money flow is kind of wanting to move into that greenish territory. So we're going to have to see how this wants to play out for the time being. I would imagine that we could see a little bit of a push based on our money flow here on the 15-minute time frame. But let's go on into some of our higher time frames real quick. Let's go to the 30-minute, see what's happening here. And I apologize about all the slowness. All right, so 30-minute time frame, money flow still kind of moving up to the top side. Blue wave also kind of clipping, ready to maybe be in a topping out pattern as well. VWAP's kind of clipping downwards too. I definitely feel like we could have a substantial move back up here based on maybe our money flow and then our trigger waves that are also wanting to form something too. Let me close a few things out really quick so can maybe get this moving a little bit quicker for us. All right, and so yeah, we can see that. Let's go into our 45-minute time frame, see what's happening. But that money flow there is obviously telling us that we might still want to push up just a little bit higher based on our lower time frames here. We're looking at the 45-minute time frame now. 45-minute time frame. Obviously, the blue wave's kind of telling us that we're trying to get a push up a little bit higher, but maybe not an overextended blue wave. It does look like it is kind of more of like a trigger wave, maybe not quite an anchor wave just yet. We are getting our bullish count here on our 45-minute time frame. So if y'all were in my Telegram group, y'all saw that I posted a sell signal in there the other day. I believe that was on Saturday. So that was a very good sign to indicate to take this short. And if y'all did do that, then y'all should be sitting pretty as of yesterday. So going on into our 1 hour time frame. Not sure why it's being so slow, but you'll just have to hang tight with me on this video. We'll probably make it a quicker video since it is being kind of slow with me right now. 1 hour time frame. Blue waves are moving up to the top side here. It looks like our VWAP's kind of clipping down just a tad bit, so we need to be very cautious of that. Let me turn off Cipher SR. Yikes, it's being really slow, folks. Okay, Cipher SR is off. We're seeing these death crosses here. As we start to move into some of our higher time frames, we'll probably anticipate maybe some more of those death crosses, but we're going to start to continue to zoom out of the charts just a little bit more and see what might be happening. So in the Patreon page, we did take a short back up here at about that 9,400 area. I told my group that I was at least putting my stop in a profitable place right around here as of last night. So hopefully everyone was doing okay on that. We can see here on our 90-minute time frame, we're still pushing up to the top side just a tad bit. So I want to wait to see how much this is going to push up here, how much we're going to rally, and then see if we continue to maybe either sell off or continue up even further. I have more of a bearish sentiment as of right now. But really what I want to see is how we're going to react to this, how price action is wanting to react to this, and then maybe indicate a clearer direction. So because we are getting a substantial bounce here with a nice little green candle that's being put in right now. Our 2 hour, obviously not too much, not telling us too much here. Money flow is still pretty thin as of right now. Blue waves are kind of clipping up. If we start to see another clipping down on the VWAP, then we could be in for some more bearish price action. But our time frames aren't really telling us too much here on these mid time frames as of right now, just because I think they were becoming very undecisive for the most part. Our EMAs here also kind of giving us those death crosses, and we could probably anticipate maybe if this is going to end up turning very bearish, then maybe holding some resistance at these 100 EMAs, and that's sitting right at about that 9,500 area. But we will really have to kind of wait and see exactly how this wants to play out. It does look like we are getting a substantial bounce as of right now, but until time moves forward, and I believe we'll have a clear decision by the end of this week on if price wants to continue down. This could just be a little bit of a short-lived rally, and honestly that's where I'm kind of placing my thoughts right now, is that based on this death cross here, even on our 6 hour, once we get these death crosses, it takes a lot for us to push back above them. So we're going to need to see some pretty high volume, if anything, to be able to push back up above our key EMAs here. Let's move on into our 8 hour time frame. It's being so slow with us. It's okay though. Just wanted to get out a quick video. I don't think we'll do any of the extra stuff as of right now. I'll probably shout out my Patreon members if anything, but this is our 8 hour. Money flow still looking like very thin right now. Hasn't quite moved into the reddish territory as of yet, but I would imagine that we are getting ready to start to see that as well. This is here in our 8 hour. I can definitely see a clear direction of where price action wants to head to, and that's probably going to be maybe a little bit further down. Now I do have some other parameters and some other indicators down here that I will take a look at, mostly for the Patreon members as well, but those are kind of telling us that we're pretty neutral as of right now. I think here on our 8 hour, we're kind of seeing a clear direction on where price action wants to move towards. Going into our 12 hour time frame. Definitely seeing that we could continue to probably push down here. We are getting a sell signal on our market guide as well. This blood diamond was a very nice indication that we were headed lower, and we saw that blood diamond and decided to roll with it when we took our trade last time. Let's go on into our 21 hour. Still seeing a nice little bearish count here. Now what I'm looking for on these higher time frames is the bearish counts that have started, maybe some of our sell signals. 21 hour has gotten a sell signal as well. We'll have to see how well this wants to play out for us. Money flow obviously moving down into that red. Blue waves moving down into that red, into the oversold position. Let's go on into our daily time frame. And what I'm looking for is probably a sell here on market guide with our daily time frame, which we haven't gotten just yet. Money flow is still looking very consistent to the side as of right now. No indication that we're going to become too bearish, but at the same time we need to remain very cautious going forward from here on out. And let's go on into our 2-day time frame. Can start to see our bearish counts starting to happen here. We got a 5. Let's go into the 2-day. We could get a bearish 6 and 7 as well. We probably want to see those candles close below these though too as well. This is a huge wick to the downside, so it's definitely one of those things that you know, how much more could we make a candle body close below this next wick, you know, and could we wick down even further? I mean, that's a firm possibility. Looking at our 3-day here, we still have some major room to the downside on our 3-day, or this is our 2-day, sorry. Still a lot of room to the downside. Money flow even looks like it's ready to turn red as well. We really need to consider these higher time frames as of right now. Our lower time frames are still very choppy. And then based on our 3-day here, money flow is still moving off to the side, but this does kind of look like a consolidation with our money flow off to the side. It doesn't look like it's really, it looks like it's becoming more neutral as of right now. So this could start to be a topping out on our 3-day as well too. We're looking at our blue waves, putting in a nice little trigger wave to send us back down a little bit further. We have a 1-2 on our 3-day. So some bearish counts there happening. Let's go on into our 4-day. My apologies about this being so freaking slow today. I don't know what's happening. I'll have to restart the computer afterwards. Yeah, and then here on our 4-day, I do want to turn on our trusted whales buy and sell signals, which is a custom indicator I teach you how to set up inside of the Patreon page as well. And so this was one of the signals that I had given the Telegram channel as this past weekend. And not until we get to that higher time frame we see it, but this is kind of where you know, I'm becoming a little bit more cautious about where price action wants to take us within the next couple of days / weeks, really probably within the next couple of weeks going on into the end of June. Now there's a lot of correlation within the stock markets, within astrology. Man, we get crazy on this channel, you know, like and it's not all opinion necessarily. Most of it's just facts. And you know, I provide a lot of that information for my Patreon members. It's a lot of facts, and I don't really go based on opinion, but you know, what do we see happening in the world right now, and how can you be very bullish as of right now with everything that's going on, you know, unless Tether decides to, you know, print up a bunch of money and throw it on into Bitcoin. I mean, that's a possibility, but the standalone facts are telling us that we need to be ready for whatever's happening. So our 5 days giving us, you know, that sell signal there, and we're gonna have to wait for this to confirm or not, but we'll see what happens. And then you can also see our money flows kind of rounding off just a tad bit too, ready to maybe move down into that reddish area. But I'll have to go back and relook at that. The 5-day, let's go back and relook at this 5-day really quick. Just to see whether or not this could be a fake out sell signal. That's really what I want to look at. And I think we can see back here, we did get a sell on the 5-day, and then immediately a buy after that. But our money flow is moving in upside direction. We're kind of already in extended blue wave pattern too as well. The only reason I feel a little bit more bearish about this one is just because our money flow is still kind of trickling off just a tad bit. It doesn't quite look like it's ready to start pushing us back to the upside as of yet. I mean, let's zoom in here and see. It's pretty neutral as of right now. And this was our last one was right about there somewhere. Our last sell signal was right about here. It was still pretty neutral, but then we got a nice little pump. I just feel like the momentum's kind of dying off here just a tad bit. Let's look at our 6-day, giving us a red dot there. Something to be very noticeable of too as well. Where did we start our bearish counts? I think that was on our 2-day, our 3-day. 3-day was giving us our couple signs of our first bearish counts, and our 2-day was too. Let's go on into our weekly time frame. Red dot. We got a red diamond up here. Our first sign of a bearish one on our weekly as well too. All right, y'all, it is what it is. Hey, just a heads up, don't forget we have the Patreon page that is available if y'all do want to join. Let me pull that up really quickly. so that way I can let y'all all know about it. Oh Lord, I'm all over the place today. It's been one of those days. You know how it is. You know how it is. It's been one of those weekends too. Very busy weekend for me, so I apologize about not putting videos out. But if I ever do that again, I always keep my Patreon members up to date. My trading group is always up to date with what I'm doing and how I feel about, or what facts I see based on the market analysis, and letting y'all know what's going on there. So if y'all want to join us in the Patreon page, feel free to. I've been thinking about raising the price up relatively soon, so prices will probably go up maybe in the next week or so. Just a heads up on that. So make sure that you get locked in here, and we can go ahead and get started with you trading with us. And you can see all the different perks that you get down here as well too. So make sure that y'all check out all the perks that you'll end up getting once you join. Just feel free to message me and leave me your Discord name too as well. And then also we've updated the YouTube membership page. I put 2 more private videos on the YouTube membership page. So I have a couple of different altcoins that I reviewed for y'all, and then as well as the total coin market cap. I did a review on that too as well. And honestly, it was very telling to do the coin market cap review as well and go through those charts to see exactly what Bitcoin might be wanting to do here in the near term future too as well. And then also we're doing our 3,000 subs giveaway at once you get signed up for the newsletter. It'll be an easy way for me to get a hold of you if you do win, and I hope that y'all sign up for it. So we're on our way to 3,000 subs. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on this channel, so that way you can be updated every single video that we make. And if we don't make a video, then you can always join the Patreon page and make sure that you still get that analysis every single day on the Patreon page too as well. So feel free to join us on there. And before we head out, I did want to give a shout out to the Patreon members here as well too. So let's go over here. So shout out to Angelo, Anthony, Asmithril, Ben Wesley, Craig Ralton, Dan, Drop Trovy, Eric, Greg, Hanus, Haru Yor, Hugo, Mike, Nick, P. Wright, Papayatis, Paul A. Keller, Pedro, Peter, Pike 379, Prestige, Quentin, Ronan, Samuel, Shane, Subu, 7, Tall Troy, Tim Luna, Unique Object, Van Life, and Vivian Herrera. What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being Patreon subscribers. I really appreciate it. I hope that y'all continue to stay subscribed with us, and then also bring along your friends as well too. That's always fun. So with that being said, y'all, sorry about all the delays in the video and everything, and sorry about the computer being really slow today. I'm gonna have to restart this afterwards, and I'll get this video out to you. Don't forget to follow us on the Discord server and in the Telegram channel to stay up to date with us as well. And without further ado, I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.